my wrist. Everywhere I pop out is dancing. I hit the crowd with some. Soon as I walk out, they standing. I had to be patient for this. I'm the man now, was the man then. I had my way with the. I'm the man now, was the man then. I put some ice on my wrist. Everywhere I pop out is dancing. I hit the crowd with some. Soon as I.
Before we get started, 2K TV is on Instagram. For behind-the-scenes access and exclusives you won't find anywhere else, check out the show's account at NBA2K_2KTV.
I'm thankful for my family, and of course, Blacktop Mode.
I'm thankful.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Okay, basketball fans, with me, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, I'm Ernie Johnson. You're watching 2K Sports, but you know that already. Tonight, it'll be the Golden State Warriors going up against the Portland Trail Blazers. For Portland, they got their season rolling with a nice win in their first game. Now we'll find out if they can build on it and open with back-to-back victories. Two great backcourts going head-to-head tonight. Kenny, your thoughts on how the guard position has evolved over time? And
well,
make it quick.
Yeah.
The evolution of the guard position in 12 seconds, please.
Well, you weren't quick, so why do I have to be so quick?
Well, just try.
8 seconds left.
I'm going to be as quick as I can.
Okay.
7,
but I'm going to be
6,
as
5,
vigilant as I can.
Okay.
4,
You know,
3,
they're more like combo guards
2,
now.
1. And with all the switching guards, you can defend more position. For the teams that rebound collectively, guards have to be involved on the boards.
Well, it's almost like you were reading that, Shaq.
We were going to give you 10 seconds, Shaq. You didn't have to rush.
I did rush.
You didn't have to. Because
Yeah,
anyway.
combo guards. Let's go courtside.
Ladies and gentlemen, and now the presentation of the award ceremony.
Everyone's in their seats here at the Oracle Arena as the Golden State Warriors look to grab a win in front of the home crowd here. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and on the sideline, David Aldridge. Last game for the Warriors, they pick up the W against the Suns in Phoenix. The trading blows in that one, they did win by 3.
And when you shoot a high percentage from distance, that gives you momentum and really keeps the opponent on the ropes.
It does. It keeps the crowd out of it. This is how you win on the road.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Lillard the 1 with McCollum at the 2. Al-Farouq Aminu is out there with Turner. And it's Nurkic in at the 5 roaming the paint.
This is a guy who knows how to orchestrate an offense. Terrific lead pass.
So the Portland Trailblazers able to put the first points up on the board. Durant the pass to Curry. The basket good off the assist from Durant. Curry's got his first 3 points of the game. Smitty, great defensive matchup here tonight. Two teams that do a great job of communicating on the floor.
And it's so important now, Kevin. You said it best, communicating. Now teams switch so much. I mean, 1 through 5, they're switching. And if you have that one weak link who doesn't speak and don't communicate, and he missed that assignment, it could be a layup or a wide open 3. You got to value each possession now.
Got to be able to talk out there, right, and alert your teammates what's going on.
Kevin, we have a lot of talkers, and then we have a lot of guys that don't say much.
Thompson from long range. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
This is where Curry's excellent. Ball in hand, making decisions.
Lillard with it, and Curry picks him up defensively, and play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
And that's a tough one, but on those illegal screen calls, the defender's never going to get the benefit of the doubt.
Some guys, they just know how to get away with it, and some don't.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
I was able to talk with Terry Stotts for a minute. He knows they have to dig in on defense. They're facing a really talented offense. He said if those guys get going, we're going to be on the wrong end of some long runs. We have to be disciplined, work together, and make those second, third, and fourth efforts on plays. Whatever it takes to get a stop. We'll see if they can get a win in this first matchup between the teams this year. Back to you, Kevin.
Okay, David, nice work. Holding this offense in check will not be a simple job today.
Especially if they're allowed to get off to a quick start. If they get into a rhythm right away, it's almost impossible to get them out of it.
This team, they like to attack quickly before the defense gets set. So you have to be ready for that and be fast to get back on every possession.
And here is Cousins after Damian Lillard was able to get the 3 to go. And Thompson kicks to Cousins. Lock at 6. Here's Durant. Aminu grabs the miss.
How many times have you seen him do that? Losing focus on a simple lay-in.
Lillard from outside hits the 3-point bomb. Lillard's got 6 points.
A lot of enthusiasm to the start of this game. So far, a perfect 4 for 4.
Curry finds Green. Back to Curry. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
They already got into a nice flow. 4 for 5 from the field.
Passes it to McCollum. Here's Aminu. Pass to Lillard. Poke loose. Right wing. Nurkic dishes to Turner. Over Durant. The shot by Turner no good.
After 4 straight makes, couldn't quite get that one to go down. Still a terrific start.
Steve, you think about Coach Steve Kerr as a player, the 50th pick in 1988, and for his career, the best 3-point percentage in NBA history.
I played with him, and I played against him. Always had to know where he was on the floor. The perfect coach for this sharpshooting team.
And when Lillard's hitting the tray ball, it really opens things up for him. As good a passer as he is, he becomes a major headache for the D if he gets hot from beyond.
Now here's Cousins. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Here's Green. Aminu grabs the miss.
That was very tight defense. He tried to force the layup anyway. I think that was a questionable decision.
Here's Green. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That's on Al-Farouq Aminu.
Draymond is such a multi-talented player. He continues to develop his drive to the basket. Well, Steph Curry is the face of the Warriors franchise, but you ask around, Draymond Green is the leader in that locker room. He's vocal, plays with an attitude, and his competitive spirit Rubs off on the whole team.
Now, gentlemen, two shots. Two shots.
And he can't get the first one. Well, Green, really the heart and soul of this Warriors team.
He brings an edge and a toughness that they need. The others are more quiet. He's not afraid to challenge anyone. That's just his nature.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Collins checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Reese Harkless comes in for Al Farouk Aminu. And Layman subbed in for Turner. And he can't hit the second.
The 2017 Defensive Player of the Year, Draymond's biggest advancements have really come on the offensive end. The beauty of the teardrop, very difficult to really contest.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. Smitty, walk us through what a typical NBA practice should look like and does look like.
Well, I think you come out, Kevin, and first of all, they're spending a lot of times on making sure your body is ready to go into practice. And a lot of coaches love to start with offense first, and you can end with defense. And so that's where the intensity starts to pick up. And then last, it usually ends with some kind of shooting. So I think that obviously a lot of teams have different ways, but that's usually particular. You start with offense, you end with defense, and then you go into some individual work, and that's probably shooting.
Looney's checked in for the Warriors. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Nick Stauskas is checked in for McCullough. Warriors trail by 3. Curry looking around. And the pass to Cousins. Back to Curry. Launches it. And that one is off. So the Trailblazers will take it the other way. This game against Golden State is the first time they've met this season.
And they really took care of business against this group last year, winning the season series.
Here's Layman. From the arc. It's rebounded by Golden State. Here's Durant. True on the 14-footer. Durant's got his second basket.
That's easy money for KD. He's always had great touch from the mid-range.
Lillard, the pass to Harkless. He kicks it to Collins. Pass to Lillard. Shoots the 3. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc. Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Here is Lillard after the three-pointer from Stephen Curry. Harkless kicks to Collins. Pass to Layman. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. Stauskas. Good D by Thompson. And it's Durant with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Golden State Warriors. They trail by 1. And he gets it to go.
And this is what it's all about, guys. The competitive spirit, the energy that we're seeing. This one's got the feeling like it's going to go down to the wire.
I'm loving this one. It's been back and forth with these lead changes. It's probably going to just come down to who has the ball last.
Collins, good. 8 lead changes now, and we're still just in the first half.
And I'm not sure I've seen a game with more lead changes this early.
Curry kicks to Cousins, and then Cousins with the dunk.
Awesome display. Fierce with the level of strength. DeMarcus with the impressive move.
1:06 left to play here in the first. To the left wing. Now Harkless. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Buries the long-range jumper. And the Trailblazers lead by 2.
How about the quarter he's having? Tremendous execution on the offensive end, helping to further fuel this lead.
And how about the communication between teammates on that alley-oop?
And that's what you need to pull that thing off. And that was an unleashed chaos moment indeed. What a spectacular play. Sponsored by Under Armour Hover Havoc. Here's Stauskas. He's covered by Thompson. From the top of the key, Lillard misses.
Tough miss. He found some space inside the arc, but he could deliver.
Durant deciding where to go with it. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
We all know when KD gets the basketball, it might be easier just to foul him than letting him shoot it.
The Warriors shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
And take a look back at last season, and what a season it was for them from the free throw line. 82% as a group.
2 shots.
And the first one drops.
What's crazy about KD, he's been an NBA champion and a Finals MVP all in 2017, and I still feel like he's improving.
Both shots good from the stripe.
Another made free throw. He can get on these kinds of rolls. Great focus.
Lillard against Curry. And the call will be against Sean Livingston. That is his first foul of the game. Portland shooting their first free throw of the game right now. And the Warriors making a change here. 7 seconds left to play in the first. Lillard from outside. That shot missing. A good game so far as we conclude the first quarter. Warriors ahead. They're up by 1. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. Since coming to the Warriors, Kevin Durant says he's enjoyed playing for Steve Kerr.
I think he just gets it. You get around people in this life, whether it's players or coaches, who are stuck in this bubble of basketball and don't realize it's almost a fantasy world. And then you get guys like Steve Kerr who realize what's really important in life and that we're really, really blessed to be playing this game.
And Steve Kerr has seen it all on the basketball court. In a worldly perspective, Greg, off of it, he's not going to become a prisoner of the moment.
Keeping the right perspective really so important. You see why guys like KD love playing for him.
And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. What do you guys think about the Warriors here so far?
And boy, I tell you, it didn't take them long to find their rhythm. Strong offense through 1.
Yeah, their scoring's been on point. They've got the early lead. Always feels good when that happens.
Here are the 5 Portland has to start the second quarter. Harkless is out there with Collins. Then it's Damian Lillard, and it's Layman in at the 3 slot. Now here's Iguodala. On its way from Curry for 2, and Layman pulls it down. Portland's gone to three-point range 7 times tonight, knocked down 5 of them. Well, a high level of scrutiny for this Warriors team. Last season, they led the league in technicals and ejections. Smitty, how important is it for them to get a handle on that?
Well, it's not a good look for them, but they have some competitors, but you have to challenge in the right way. Play with poise, and they're fine when they're on the court.
Here's Curry. Portland making their last shot. Over Lillard, and he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. And that's now 10 points for Steph Curry.
We know about Stephen Curry's pregame dribbling ritual. He showed them off right there on that play.
So timeout called here, the first for Portland. And you think about how the Warriors attracted Kevin Durant to the team and all these all-stars coexisting. It doesn't always work like that, does it?
No, and I give a lot of credit to Steph Curry, a 2-time league MVP, but he never lets his ego get the best of him. His good-natured calm and sense of serenity kind of set the tone and maybe balance a bit of what Draymond brings to the locker room.
Warriors making a change here. Cook's checked in. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Collins. Aminu comes in for Harkless. Turner's checked in for Jake Lehman. And it's C.J. McCollum in for Stauskas. And it's Cook missing. Portland trailing here. Here's Turner. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Golden State's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. Livingston kicks to Bell. Poked away. Nurkic with the steal. Turner with it. McCollum outside. Back to Turner. That shot misses.
Just great at getting after it defensively, forcing guys into tough shots.
Yeah, to be successful, you've got to protect the paint. He rises to that challenge.
Turner against Iguodala. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Pass to Livingston. 6 on the shot clock. Top of the key. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Trailblazers leading by 3. And it's Turner off the drive. Here's Aminu. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
That free throw good from Aminu. We talk a lot about making plays at the rim and hitting threes, but the mid-range game is still alive, Steve, and it's playing well with some players.
I love it because it's coming back. The guy I come to mind to think of, first of all, is DeMar DeRozan. I think the king of the mid-range. C.J. McCollum, Carmelo Anthony, LaMarcus Aldridge. Chris Paul, for a point guard, does a nice job.
Chris Paul, right.
Knocking down the mid-range game. I love the three-point shot, but I think the mid-range game is starting to come back. Pump fake, one dribble, and knock it down.
And a wide-open look for McCollum. That ball. Nice feed that time from Turner.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Now a timeout called by Golden State.
And we've seen just how incredible McCollum can be when he is feeling it. One of the few guards in the league who gets everything to fall when his shot is on. It's why he can just erupt with huge scoring nights at any given time.
Some changes here for the Warriors. Looney's checked in for Jordan Bell. And Draymond Green's subbed in for Urebko. Warriors trail by 9. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Shot to stop the run. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. And with McCollum's explosiveness, Greg, you recall he put up 50 points in a game last season.
And how about he did so in under 30 minutes of floor time? McCollum, only the second player to ever achieve that mark. Helps he started with a 28-point first quarter. When he is locked in, he can put up points like nobody's business.
And the first one at the line is good.
The free throw line is something that Iggy needs to work on. He's hit or miss from there.
Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Turner kicks it out to McCollum. And another 3 for Portland.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
And so it's Iguodala. He'll bring it up for Golden State. 11-point game. Livingston looking for the opening. Iguodala outside. He can't get that one. Good work defensively by Turner. Lillard outside. The Blazers keep it going. A new 24-second shot clock.
Yeah, nice, strong finish there. Nearly a three-point opportunity.
And for Jusuf Nurkic. You see the flashes of how dominant he can be in every game.
I mean, the potential is there, and he is working hard to find that consistency. I do believe he's noticeably better when he plays with an edge. He's more in tune with what's going on. You almost want to rile him up or do something to tick him off before every game to get the best out of him.
Relax on the first.
First free throw is good. And both free throws good for Nurkic. Warriors trail by 13. Livingston kicks to Iguodala. To the wing on the left. Here's Cook. Lets it fly from 18. Here's Green. That one wide left. Here's the Trailblazers with the ball. They're on a 19-3 run. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, it is the era of positionless basketball, but how exactly did we get here? Well, new defensive rules at the turn of the century encouraged face-up scoring, motion-based offense, and guard play over isolation and post-ups. As a result, offensive roles have become more interchangeable.
It has become a positionless game now. David, thank you very much. Here's Looney, following the score by Damian Lillard. Looney passes to Cook. To the inside. It's stolen by Aminu. And Draymond Green picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And some changes here for the Warriors. DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for Looney. Durant comes in for Andre Iguodala. And it's Thompson in for Sean Livingston. Zach Collins checked in for the Trailblazers. Jake Layman comes in for Damian Lillard. McCollum, no good.
And you see why his reputation is so strong defensively. He allows no separation.
And so many defenses are not designed to take away the mid-range jumper, but he's given nothing away.
And here are the Trailblazers now, following Durant's three-point attempt. McCollum against Thompson. The 15-footer. McCollum, no good. Warriors trail by 15. And Thompson kicks to Green. .133 left in the second quarter. And two free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And Draymond Green, an extremely vocal leader. He's in his teammates' ears, always trying to keep them on edge, also in his opponent's ears as well. And then there's the officials. He tends to like to get in their ears as well.
Curry's checked in for Cook. Portland also making some changes. Maurice Harkless is checked in for Nurkic. And Nick Stauskas is subbed in for Evan Turner. And the basket by McCollum.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
And Draymond Green, Greg, has been among the league leader in technicals. If you're one of his teammates or his coach, do you try to get him to dial it back?
You know, his greatest strength can probably also be his greatest weakness. That fire and motivation, really second to none. But I'd be careful not to hamper that enthusiasm.
And 1:01 left here in the second. McCollum deciding where to go with it. The Trailblazers have looked good at the line tonight. They're perfect in 4 attempts. And that one falls for Collins.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
And so Collins nails both of them. 50 seconds left here in the second. Curry against McCollum. The pass to Green. Outside for Curry. There's the 3. Collins grabs the miss. Collins has got his 4th rebound in this one.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
.23 seconds left now here in the second. Outside Durant. Two free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And the length of Durant, he's more than capable of attacking the rim and either scoring or drawing the foul.
Shooting for Golden State, K.Durant. At the line for two.
And he makes the first. So he gets them both. Thompson against McCollum. From deep. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so it's Portland out in front by 17 points at the end of the quarter. And their ability to get points in the paint has made all the difference in this one. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. Steph, what do you think of your defense in the first half?
We were a step late, I think, and they made tough shots. We can't take away from that, but for the most part, we have to find a way to guard that line if they're knocking down shots to keep them out the game.
We'll see where the adjustments take you. Thanks, Steph. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hi again, everyone. I'm Ernie Johnson, sitting alongside the Diesel and the Jet. Welcome to the halftime show on 2K Sports. Damian Lillard has been having a big night. He had 23 points and 1 assist. What'd you think about Portland, Kenny?
Well, when Damian Lillard gets hot, it's not like most guys. He gets in a can't-miss zone where he completely carries his team. And on the other side, there's really no defense adjustment that you can really do to counter that.
Shaq, how'd you think the Warriors were playing?
Well, it's no wonder they're getting blown out. No energy, no fight in the rebound battle. Ernie, you got to pick it up. You got to pick it up starting now, or it's going to be impossible to come back. Like the Pythagorean theorem, times 50, times 100, times 50, times 10. Impossible to figure out, Ernie.
And it's just about time now for the third quarter to get underway.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Really an incredible game from Lillard.
And every team needs this, a guy who challenges the defense with that slashing ability.
You know what? So many teams focus on the perimeter and alley-oops. It's important to have someone who can work that in-between area.
Warriors trail by 17. The tremendous pair of Curry and Clay in the backcourt. Durant and Green are the forwards. And it's Cousins in at the center filling out the middle. That's the Warriors 5. Now here's Green. And the layup's good off the glass. Green's got the first basket of the third quarter for the Warriors.
Aggressive, working for the high percentage shot. Draymond understands this game.
Pass to Nurkic. And the rejection by Cousins. Outside Curry. Durant against Turner. Now here's Curry. He's tightly guarded. Back to Durant. 6 to shoot. Shoots over Turner. No good there. And the Trailblazers going the other way. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. They'll host the Denver Nuggets after this one. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. Nurkic. There's Nurkic putting it right back in. Nurkic has got 8 points.
He did a stellar job throwing his body into the mix and coming up with the easy tip in.
Curry kicks to Thompson. And out of bounds as the Trailblazers gain possession. And we'll examine here how the distribution has been between three-pointers and two-pointers tonight for the Blazers.
And this is a high-powered offense today, clicking on all cylinders, making things happen, and also good use of the three ball, just enough to keep the defense off balance.
Here's McCollum. And no good. Durant with some nice D.
And with that miss, shooting only 20% coming out of the break. Ouch.
Curry kicks to Thompson. Back to Curry. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. No one had more success at the foul line last season than this group of players. Number 1, Steph Curry. Damian Lillard, third.
And how about the work both of them put in from the foul line? Just such a consistent, dependable performance from both.
Now, here's Lillard. 23 points in the game. Good on the shot. And 11 points for C.J. McCollum.
And there's no doubt that Lillard is a pure scorer. But it's good to see him focus on his passing, wanting to make his teammates better.
Timeout called the Warriors. Smitty, if you had to boil it down to a single play in your career, what was your biggest moment?
Kevin, I'm glad you asked that question. I can also get it out there to everybody in the basketball universe. Game 7, Western Conference Final. Shaq fouled me, and they did not call the foul. Shaq fouled me, Kevin. That play still haunts me. I'm still mad.
After all these years?
Yes. And he still lets me know that he didn't foul me, but we got to run the tape. He fouled me.
Right. Here's McCollum following the basket by Stephen Curry, and he makes that one. And that's now 25 points for Lillard.
I like what he's given them tonight. Efficient offense that's helped fuel this lead.
Curry gets the bucket.
And, you know, he's enjoyed the kind of day you expect in terms of shooting the basketball. He can bring them right back into this game.
It's stolen by Green. Over Aminu. And it's Green missing.
Still no rhythm. This may be a time when you want to make the extra pass. Give someone else a chance.
The shot by Turner, no good.
I appreciate the attack mindset, but with the defense tracking him down, it was probably better to kick that one out.
Portland leading by 16. Inside. And Nurkic, the bucket on the assist by McCollum. Nurkic has got 4 points now in the quarter.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Curry finds Green. Back to Curry. Outside, Green. Clock at 6. It's deflected. Here is Lillard. 25 points in the game. Teardrop shot, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. And it goes on Draymond Green.
No question he got bumped on that shot. And Damian Lillard has always been an incredible scorer. His range and ability to create let him carry the load on offense, and has also stepped up as a vocal leader for this team, has grown into that role the last few seasons.
And with Lillard and becoming a team leader, Greg, he's always been one to lead by example.
And when Lillard was the clear star of the team, players started to look at him as a mentor, realize the kind of effect he can have on his teammates. And that led him to opening up, inviting them to dinner and hanging out. Wasn't something he took to immediately, but he has shown he can not only be a franchise talent on the court, but off the court as well.
Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. And so it's Iguodala. He'll bring it up for Golden State. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Checking out some stats for Iguodala. How he did last season. Last season, he averaged 6 points a game. 3 assists and 4 rebounds. And the numbers won't wow you, but I like the effort he brings to the table each and every night.
You need guys who understand their roles, carry them out without complaint. Everything he does is for the team.
That's off as well, so he misses both. Well, Steve, we've just come out of the first year where we saw legislation from the NBA about resting players. How do you feel about the new rules so far?
You know, I like them. I love that when you start to see these teams that was resting players on national televised games, but I think overall just resting players. I think our contract says that we play 82 games unless you're injured. And if a guy is injured, you understand, but I love the new rules that was implemented.
I agree. Well, Damian Lillard has never been one to doubt himself, and when he plays, he exudes confidence.
Has a short-term memory, which allows him to keep attacking even after he's missed a few. And that's the mentality you have to have on offense. He might be as good as any other guard in this game. And here's a look at some stats for Damian Lillard. Coming off a terrific season, 3rd in free throw shooting, 4th in scoring, and he ranked in the top 10 in assists. An incredible knack for drawing defenders and finding the open man.
And just going back to his free throw efficiency, it's about confidence when you're at the line. You've always said it. He had it. That's how he ended up with the top 3 ranking. Here's Looney. Now here's Livingston. Goes back up. Stolen by Collins. Lillard scanning the floor. Passes to Stauskas. Collins kicks to Lillard. Back to Collins. And finished off by Collins.
Oh, fellas, that was a vicious 2-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one. Now, here's Livingston. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. And here's Iguodala outside. Collins grabs the miss. Collins has got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Lillard. It's rebounded by Golden State.
And that was an easy one there, just a missed opportunity.
If you give it to him, he'll take that shot every time down the floor. I'm sure he's kicking himself.
Knocked loose. Portland's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Stauskas, the pass to Layman. Now, here's Lillard. He's guarded closely. Over Cook. Here's Harkless. And Looney sends it back.
The tenacity of Looney there, swatting the shot back and showing off his defensive chops.
And each bucket at this point feels like a backbreaker.
Showing no mercy, double-digit lead, and still putting it on him.
Now here's Iguodala. Can they get it? And Layman pulls it down.
Yeah, momentum right now is against them. They're just going to have to figure out a way to ride this one out.
You know, easier said than done. What they need to do is string together some positive plays, try to turn the tide.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth physical basketball, guys.
Klay Thompson, he's checked in for Quinn Cook. Seth Curry, he's checked in for the Trailblazers.
That's his 3rd person, the team's 2nd. Substitution on the floor.
There's 47 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Thompson looking for an opening. It's stolen by Stauskas. Outside Curry. Kicks to Harkless. Pass to Stauskas. Portland moving the ball around. Shot clock at 5. Collins passes to Stauskas. And the Trailblazers, another 3.
And so far, they have been in complete control of this one. Just a well-rounded effort on the road.
You know what they've done? They've been aggressive on both ends. That's showing up on the scoreboard.
And so it's the Portland Trailblazers out there all by themselves with a 32-point lead to end the quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. Back to the action after this word. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
You know, it takes good vision and it takes good decision making right there. He showed both, and he did so at a very high level.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. And here's Curry, who brings it up for the Trailblazers. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of K.Durant for the fourth quarter. On the court for the Trailblazers, Harkless is out there with Swanigan. Then there's Myers Leonard. Then there's Seth Curry. And it's Trent in at the 2. Here's Harkless. Rebounded by Yarebko. The Warriors shooting 41% for the game. Here's McKinney, defended by Harkless. McKinney passes to Evans. Basket counts. And so here's Portland. Here's Curry. Outside Leonard. Poked loose. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. Steve, more and more we're seeing NBA players speak out on societal issues. Do you think it's gone too far in any way, or do you think it should go even farther?
No, I think players should speak up. I think in all, you know, all our 4 major sports, and in any possible way, I think guys should get a chance to weigh in on what they feel individually. Freedom of speech, and I think our players is just like everybody else. You have freedom of speech. You should be allowed to speak up on issues.
Now here's Curry. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. And the wide open shot from Evans. And it's Portland with the rebound. Harkless has got his 4th rebound in this one. Trent can't hit. The Warriors have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Evans kicks to McKinney. Yes, and a nice assist from Evans. Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. Here's Trent, covered by Evans. The pass to Swanigan. Outside Curry. Just 5 to shoot. Over Evans. Curry can't get it to go.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Here's McKinney. Evans outside. Shoots over Leonard. Pass to Jarebko. Beyond the arc. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will take it. Here now, the upcoming schedule for the Portland Trailblazers. On Sunday, they'll be taking on Paul Millsap and the Denver Nuggets. Then on Sunday, they'll be facing Drew Holiday and the New Orleans Pelicans.
And looking at that Timberwolves matchup, I think they know how important it is to see how they measure up against the cream of the crop in the West. I'm looking for them to approach it like this is a playoff matchup.
When you look around the NBA, are there any small issues you think could grow into bigger issues, Steve, going forward?
Well, I think the one issue right now is what are teams doing at the end of the year versus trying to stay competitive and win games, or trying to look possibly down in the NBA draft lottery.
Right.
I think that's one of those problems that we have to address. I think also small markets, I don't think that's much of a problem if you have organizations in the forefront. Winning is in the forefront. I don't think whether it's small market or big market, guys do look at that as far as endorsements, but I don't think that'll be a problem.
The shot by Curry, no good.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Curry against Curry. Now here's Harkless. Defense is right there. Trent. And off the front iron, and in it goes.
The defense was clearly not on the same page. No one picked up the open man.
Here's Curry. The shot, no good. Curry with the defensive effort. Got a piece of it. And it's the Warriors on the break. Curry with a wide open look. Here's Evans. That one drops for him. Evans has got 4 points this quarter.
Second chance opportunities. The great equalizer.
For Portland, they've gone 2 of 7 from the field in what's been a cold start to the fourth quarter for them. Here's Trent. Back to Curry. Misses off the right iron.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down.
Evans kicks to Yarepko. Passes it to Bell. Curry on the wing. They double-team Curry. Kicks it out to Evans. That 3 off the mark. And so Curry will bring it up for the Portland Trail Blazers. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. The call will go against Yarepko. That'll be his second foul of the game.
You know what? You've got to always be in control of your emotions.
Andre Iguodala is checked in for the Warriors. Quinn Cook comes in for Curry. Stauskas is checked in for Portland.
It's fine to extend your defense to try and create turnovers, but guys have to help each other.
That's been a problem for them all game. Teamwork is something you just can't turn on and off.
Now, here is Bell. Here's Cook. No good on the 3. Now Curry. Pass to Swanigan. And it's Leonard at the elbow. The pass to Stauskas. Puts up a 3. Nailed from three-point land. Stauskas has got 5 points now this quarter.
Not sure who was supposed to close out on him. Huge defensive breakdown.
And this has been a running theme. Guys out of position, failing to contest. Just look at the scoreboard.
McKinney, no good. When we look, Steve, at big stats like double-doubles, triple-doubles, are we becoming too enamored with that versus how it might affect winning?
No, I think we're always going to have those double-doubles and triple-doubles. I just think right now when you look at it, so many more possessions in games. That's why we're having guys average a triple-double or having more double-doubles. But you also give those guys credit. The game and those players, they're just better right now, and they're more equipped to be versatile. But I do think we still got to keep the emphasis on winning. When a guy can get a triple-double in wins versus in losses or double-doubles or any kind of stats, I think that should be a category of his own.
Here's Evans. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
That's his second.
2 shots, gentlemen.
At the line for your Warriors,
2.
Jacob Evans.
First one falls for him.
At the line for 2.
And both free throws good for Evans. Here's Curry. 1:41 left here in the fourth quarter. To the middle. Here's Swanigan, and it's blocked. Fast break, here we go.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Trailblazers.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And so with this, they'll end up with their second win on the year. And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Damian Lillard.
What you like about his approach at the offensive end today, once he got into a rhythm, he stayed focused. That's why the points just kept coming.
Here's Stauskas. Outside Curry. Back to Stauskas. 6 to shoot. Here's Lehman, defended by Bell. Lehman gets the bucket. Well, a huge bucket there to stifle the crowd.
Yeah, very little to cheer about for them at the moment.
The Warriors shooting in the fourth quarter, not pretty, down around 29%. Cook, the pass to Bell. Just his first attempt. And that one hits back iron. And the foul on Jordan Bell. That's foul number 2 for him. Kevon Looney is checked in for the Warriors.
4th team foul. Checking in for your Warriors.
And here are the Blazers. 41 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Lehman gets the bucket.
And just putting the finishing touches on this one. They have been on fire.
I mean, a fantastic run. The guys are really clicking, and the scoreboard reflects that.
Here is Cook. He dishes it to Yerebko. Knocked away. It's stolen by Curry. And they can just let the clock run out here.
Cannot argue with the W.
It's stolen by Jerebko. Looney kicks to Evans. Got a piece of it. Tries to keep it alive. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Evans.
Your Warriors. Jordan Bell.
Curry with it. And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Damian, it looks like this team's progress can be measured by your improvement at the defensive end. And do we see that tonight?
We made some mistakes like every other basketball team does, but I think we did a great job of making adjustments. You know, we got a little more physical. You know, we did a great job of that.
And that led to a big win, Damian. Thanks for your time, man. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, David Aldridge, Steve Smith, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you later.